Hey guys, Grease Monkey 34 here. Come to a video about I'm making some homemade rack bars for these plastic racks on my 2002 Polaris Sportsman 600, which I swapped to a 420. So yeah, these rack things, you can buy them, or you can. I'm going to be making them. All it is, there's some like thinner tube. Well, I think this is like 3/4, and this one already bent like the perfect angle. I just gotta clean it up a little bit. The real rack thing actually goes in these holes. This hole, that one, and that one, and this one, and the one on that side. To like surround the outer. So when you hop on the quad, or you got like cargo on it, like buckets or something, you can hook it to the rack and it can't fall off. So this is what I'm gonna be making. It's gonna be kind of like that. So to get started, yeah, you're gonna need some smaller, like 3/4 inch pipe or tube, and for the fitting down in here, you're gonna be taking the same tube, putting a washer and a nut on the end, and welding it solid. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. And that'll fit about 2 or 3 inches above, it'll stick up. And then we just weld all the bars to it. But I'll show you in a bit. Okay guys, got 12 of them made up. They're 3 inches long. Them all exact the same. I used the good old chop saw to cut them, and put a vite grip on the side to know where what 3 inches is, because that old style. But I got them all carved out. I'm gonna take the bench grinder and make them a little more neater on the edges, better for welding. And the burrs are pretty bad, so I'm gonna get them cleaned up, and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay guys, got them all smoothed down, and I got this bar all done. It's all nice and smooth along the edge, good for welding on. Now I got a whole bunch of these a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch inside diameter hole. They're for the 1/4 inch bolts. Got these I'm going to be welding on to the ends of these, so slapping it on there and welding it around. And on the inside, before I do that, I'm going to put the nut on there and give it a tack. So just like that, and then the pipe go over top of it like that. So yeah, it slides over top, weld it all solid, it should be fine. Then you can get a I said a 1/4 inch bolt. So get some more of the, another washer, and put it on the machine, and then put the bolt up under to bolt it onto the plastic. So this is the plan, and I'm using shorter bolts than these, but they got a 7/16 head, 1/4 inch diameter, but I'm gonna be using about a 1 inch long. That's too long. Yeah, so I'm gonna get tacking all these together, and I'll be back with you guys, and then start putting together the framing on the outside. Okay guys, got them all welded up, they're all cooled down. Gonna put them on the grinder to clean up the edge a little bit. Better than that, they are the correct thing what I wanted. As you see, I got the bolt on the one end, it just screws right in. And I got a washer, I got a whole bag of bolts, so we can bolt them on, and then start making up the outside pieces. Okay guys, got it bolted onto the rack. This is what it'll look like underneath. I just bolted them on. So they're all nice and solid on there. They sit about 2.5 inches high from the top of the plastic, and 1/2 inch it sinks into the plastic a little bit. So at a good height, and then the bar will ride on top of it like this, if I can line it up good enough, like that. And yeah, just gotta make a couple angles, some 90 degree, not 90, 85 degree here, and a 90 degree on that end there. Okay guys, getting most of it put together, as you can see. Going pretty smoothly, to tack welding them in. For the angle pieces, I am using a little bit of 3/4 solid rod and to bend it in the vise, because it's way easier to like bend this than bending this tube. You need a proper professional bender to bend this stuff. I tried the trick putting some wood inside, like dowling. That didn't work. I tried like putting a piece of metal rod inside it and then bending it. That didn't work either. Yeah. I even tried the sand trick where you cap one end off, pack sand really tight in there, and tried bending it at 90 degree. This stuff is very difficult to bend at 90 degree. So, yeah. That one I'm sticking with the metal rods, like the solid rod. It doesn't weigh like too much at all, like a piece like that. And they're gonna get welded in there, and then yeah, and it piece into there, cut and welded in. And it's mostly almost complete. So I'm gonna weld that bit in, take it off, fully weld it around, like all the seams, and then maybe give it a coat of paint, and then I switch over to the front one. Okay guys, all cleaned up, all welded up. So get all ready for some paint. I'm going to be painting it the same color as the quad. I'm going to be using some rust coat dark blue. That's what I've been painting all the bumpers with and everything. So yeah, I'm going to paint it up and see how it turns out after. Well, the first coat is on. Look pretty sweet. So I'm going to let it dry and do another 2 coats after, and then a clear coat on top of that. But it turned out pretty good right now. Okay guys, got these bolted onto the front rack, and going to do the same with the rear rack. Cut 3 bars, 1 on the front going across, and 2 on each side. And these are the corner pieces. The shorter ones are for these corners, and the longer and more slopier ones are for these corners over here. Yeah. So I got those, and I got the pipes. So I'm just gonna start welding it up. I do take the angle grinder with the grinding disc on, the thicker disc, and I carve out a little like indent in here on all of them, so that it fits, like the pipe will fit nice and down more, so you don't get that seam there. So yeah, I'm gonna tack weld all this together, and I'll be back. Okay guys, got it all done. Got it mostly prepped for paint. So yeah, work turned out pretty good. I got the back one bolted on, and it got 3 coats of paint. Good and solid on there. You can just shake the whole quad, or you can pick the quad up even from it. But I won't do that. It's just like tying something down or a grab handle for a second person. Yeah. But yeah. So now I'm gonna get the paint in this 3 coats of good old rust coat paint, and I'm gonna slap it up on, and I'll show you guys when it's done. Hey guys, got the front rack done, all dry, 3 coats of paint. Looking pretty good on there. That is the stock, the one I like the most. The other one is a different design, where they go up and down, but it still like doesn't take room of this the front piece. But I wanted the original one on there, so there we go. Yeah. And the back one looking pretty good too. But yeah, that will be the racks on a Polaris Sportsman 600. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.